How's it going? Welcome to Haines, Alaska, gold mining capital of the world. Oh yeah. This game is called Gold Rush. And guess what we are? We are gonna be some gold diggers. I'm sure you guys have seen the tutorials or see some walkthroughs already. Right outside from that sign on the map, there's the goldsmith, the blacksmith. That's where you're gonna go when you first start this game. But I had some video starting off from the beginning. Unfortunately, all my footage got lost. So I'll show you where I'm at right now, and I'll show you what you have to do to get started when you do start. So, first off, we gotta get to our plot. First things first is when you first start out, you want to go to. Change the camera over here. An old dirty truck. First thing you do is you're gonna come into town and want to get a lot. Where do you go to get a lot? Right here at the bank. You're gonna come over to the bank. Go to the bank, and basically what you're gonna want to do. First thing you want to do is get to a parcel. You want to rent the parcel. Start right off by renting Old Arnold's parcel, which is right here. So first thing you're going to want to do, so you're going to go down here, click rent. I've already rented it. So after that, you want to open up your menu. You'll know how to do all this stuff at the beginning anyways. It'll tell you how to do it. But, basically you're right here where the bank is, and you want to get to Old Arnold's parcel. So you're going to start from here at the bank, and you're going to run down. Well, you're going to go to your journal, and you're going to tell you all the stuff you need to do to start off digging, basically. So you're going to go to the bank, you're going to rent the parcel claim, go to the warehouse, and this is the stuff you're going to need to buy. And then put it in the back of your truck. Simple. Go to your claim. You'll see the spot over by. I'll show you. You'll see the spot over by where you're gonna set this all up, and you're gonna start shoveling and doing all sorts of stuff. So I'll start there. Right now I am at tier 2 as of right now. I'm going to be moving on to tier 3 very soon. So right now you're only allowed to get to tier 2, 3. Okay. Anyways, alright. So let's hop in. I gotta stop and get some fuel real quick for the machines that I'm working with. Everything's pretty simple to use. You'll figure it out yourself. You'll figure it out. It won't take long for you to figure it out. So that was full. Alright, come on. Let's do this. Just refueling real quick. This one. Let's put this back on the hook. Get going. Always remember to set your parking brake on your vehicle. I'm using a controller right now, so it's a little bit easier for me to do it. But you know, always look at your controls to basically tell you everything you need to know. Loading time's a little bit sucky in this game as of right now, but they're gonna get better as time goes. Alright, so your first stop is gonna be right over here. This is your warehouse. This is where you're gonna stop to get your stuff. Don't forget, lock your e-brake. This is where everything you purchase is going to end up to put in your vehicle. So basically, you're going to come in here. You need 2 of the hog mats, so buy 2 of the hog mats, and you'll start with the hog pan without a pump. Then you're going to start with the first sluice core. You won't have enough money for the sluice extension, but after a while you'll get to there. And then you'll start there. Then you'll put everything in the back of the truck, and you'll get to your Old Arnold parcel, which is over here. Best way I go, right in front of the train tracks. Just gonna follow this path right here. We'll wait for the loading times. And just so you know, if you go under tab, this will give you everything you need to know. If you have any questions, go to this part right here, dig tube. So it'll tell you how to do, you know, places, town, bank. It'll teach you how to do the bank. If you have any issues, blacksmith, gas station. The creek is where you're going to start. Stores and services. Obviously there's that. Gold mining. So tier 1 is your hog pan. And then from there go to digging, panning, hog pan, setup, use, you know. It's pretty much, this will tell you everything you want, the dig tube right here. So if you have pretty much any questions, if you can't find it in a journal, look it up in the dig tube. You know, you got your guide, and then the vehicles that you'll be using. If you have any questions on that stuff, mining machines. There, you start off with the hog pan. Second stage is the wash plant, and so on and so forth. Repairs. We haven't gotten to having to do any repairs as of yet, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna need to soon once an update comes up. But you get the hint. You get the gist of it. So. Here, let's see here, yeah, we passed it, but right there is where all the heavy machinery is. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's come here, cross the railroad tracks, and if you're having trouble, again, go to your map. We're right here. So what we want to do is we want to come. You're gonna come down this road, whichever road, just before the railroad. Follow this down, and then you're gonna cut through here, the magnetite plant. You're gonna cut through here, and you're gonna go up through to your parcel. A little bit further on than that, but I'll show you how I got to there. So I can't get back the time that I already did, and it's useless starting all over again because I don't want to start all over again, because it's definitely a long road to get that far. This is the magnetite plant. You just cut across. Just follow me. Follow this dirt path. the hill. Right here. Welcome to Old Arnold Parcel. This is your claim that you rented. So let's get going here. Alrighty then. This is going to be your storage area right here. And this is your home sweet home. There's your outhouse and all your things. Storage area. And this is where we live. Alright, so when you first start out, this right here is your save point. Well, it's not your save point. This is where you sleep to change the day. And then this right here is your other place. You go into, walk in here. You got a little tablet for stuff in the beginning. You won't really be able to do anything with this. So you can check the bank. I've got a loan out, so I have to finish paying off my loan. I only got $8 left on my loan, but I took out a couple $1,000 loan. You can check your stocks. There's a stock of gold that's going down right now. If you want to sell gold bars, you know, do it right here. Parcels. This is the one we're on right now. There's a couple other ones, but we haven't gotten into those yet. So let's go back. Workers is going to be something you're going to want to do once you can afford it, so you can start paying people, make money when you're down doing other stuff. But we'll get to that. All right. So out here, when you first start, you want to come over here by the creek. You're going to want to set up your sluice box. All right. Right now, I've got the water one on here because after you make enough money doing this, you'll eventually get a big dig and get some gold. So you won't have to do what I'm doing. You won't have to do this part right here anymore. You would set these up on here. Get your shovel out and start digging. You would take it, put it in here, as so, and then you would take your water bucket. Switch hands, put the water like this, go like this, and I don't know if yeah, you still can do it that way. Then you take it, put the water down, water go through, and we've got 10% in there. So after that, you would take your mats, peel them off, put water in a bucket, put it in there like so, and then we take what was in there, put it in this pan, and gold mine. That's about it. After a while, you do it for a while, you make a little bit of money. You would buy the extension because you're not gonna be able to afford the extension at the beginning. But on the extension, once you make some decent money, you're gonna put this one, the one that has the pump attachment on. You're gonna buy yourself a water pump hose, and basically, efficient. After a while, you'll just start using the shovel and just shoveling it until you can make enough money. Once you do that, once you make a decent amount of money, like you'll start off and then you'll end up hitting a spot where you get like 48 ounce rock of gold. You go to the blacksmiths where I was before, have the gold melted down to a bar, bring the bar over to the bank, cash it in, and that's the end of your tier 1 setup. After that, you go to tier 2 setup, so that's where I'm pretty much at. So let's go take a look at it real quick. So the journal, go to the guide. So tier 1's done. Tier 2, you want the mobile wash plant, water pump small, a generator, cables, hoses, magnetite separator. I spent a little bit more money and I got the wave table. You're gonna want to do the wave table because you won't, if you don't use a wave table, you'll have to pan out your gold again. And you don't want to have to do that. It's just a pain in the butt. There's no need for it. And if you come up with some extra money, you want to get yourself a magnetite trailer because doing the magnetite separator, it separates your gold from the magnetite, and the magnetite you can put in the trailer and you can go down the magnetite plant and sell it. And at 100% in that magnetite trailer, you get about $10,000. So it's really good. It's really worth it. I'll show you that too. But so after you do this, this is basically what you want to do, and you want obviously the excavator. So that's where I'm at right now. So let's get in this. I think I went a little bit too far. Back it up. Go a little bit more, back it up. Alright. Nah, too close. So let's mess around with this stupid thing all day. Let's figure it on there now. Nope. Being a pain in the butt. No idea what it's giving me a hard time for. Come on, go on. Alright, I'm close enough now. We should be close enough now. Alright, so as soon as I get this on, we'll move on. We'll move forward. Alright, we are good to go, looks like. Yes, we are. Alright, so let's take our trailer over. We got our fuel. Let's go to where we want to be at. Alright, let's... Yeah, we'll go this way. So this is where I'm at right now. This is the tier 2 setup. Sliding a little bit. I have the magnetite trailer as of right now. I got the little excavator, the wash plant, and I'll show you the rest of everything else. So let me just get around here, get this set up. Alright. We are e-braked. Nice, huh? Alright. So basically, this is how you set it up. I've got it going right now. This is the mobile wash plant. This is where you want to put the gold, your bucket for gold, water hose, extension, switches right there to turn it on, turn it off, and there's a little trick on this thing. If you put a bucket right here, you know, under where this slide goes, right there, and you put one right where that one is, where this one drops, you'll get some extra magnetite. Let's see if I can scoop this out of here real quick. Get that stuff out of the way. Bucket. Control one. This out of the way. Anything? 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 Oh, no water. Let's see what's going on with the water situation here. Right, that's got no gas. Hey, luckily I just bought fuel. So that's basically it for now, guys. Give me a second, we'll get set up and I'll show you how this works. Guys, he's got fuel. This thing's still running. Alright, so you're basically going to need two water pumps, one here, one there, split it. You'll need a filter on the end of that. If you look at the dig tube, you'll see how that works. So we got water going through here. Alright, you're going to start with magnetite separators, put the buckets down after that one goes through, and it's going to separate it into gold and magnetite. So we've only got like 36% in magnetite, so there's really no reason to separate it yet, but let's get into our big boss right now. So let's grab another bucket. I have to grab some more buckets after, but the easiest way to put these buckets down is to follow the orange crosshairs. Just put it down right where the orange crosshair meets. Alright, let's get into this bad boy. Let's get into this bad boy. Just gonna let me get into it. There we go. Alright. So basically get used to the controls. Started. And then we're gonna just start digging. I've noticed I've made a pretty decent hole as of yet. So get used to the controls, start digging. And basically the best way to do this is to extend your excavator arm all the way out as far as you can go, and get in a spot where you're right over the wash plant. It makes it so much easier. So that it's just completely extended, then all you gotta do is drop your soil right in there. Come out as far as you can, start again. Dig, dig, dig. Make sure your arm's all the way extended out. it in. Alright, so after you figure out how to do this part, usually with the mini excavator, you can probably get anywhere from 40 to 60% every time you dump a full load in there. So after you're done doing that, so you notice everything coming out. Alright, there's your magnetite right there. A whole bucket of it. And that's only like 2 loads. It's only like 2 full loads into the wash plant. Put it in there. 4% as of right now. You move it, you get that thing up to 100%, that's $10,000. Down there. Move on to the next one. But the bucket on the left is the one that tells you how much gold is in the bucket. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pretend we got a full bucket. First thing you want to do, go to the magnetite separator. Everything's running. Water's on. Send that in there. We are at 88%. So, as of right now, that means we have 80% gold separate, and the magnetite's on the left. So, I have to do that. Unless you got another generator and, you know, you run all your hoses and stuff. I'm just swapping them right now. So, this side. If you have any problems with your hoses like that, see that one just pulled off on me? If I can find the other end. Alright, there it is. Just grab the end, pick it up. What you're going to want to do is coil your cable up, because I've been going back and forth quite a ways. The hose has made a mess. So, once you stretch out your cable, your hose all the way, you got to wind it up a little bit so you'll have more to do later. Right there is where you want to hook the water. See all that cable, you've got to wind that up. See that hooked up the water. So now we got water in there. Hook up the electrical. So I'm swapping the electrical from the magnetite separator to the wavetable. Let me coil this up a little bit. See what it does? It's going to coil this up a little bit, so it's not all over the place, so it doesn't get dragged around a lot. Alright. Take this cord. Put it right there. You know this is working because it's teetering back and forth like that. If it wasn't, you'd hit the switch right there. So let's take our bucket of gold. One marked gold. Put it in here. And so you don't have to do the panning. This is your panning. Gold goes through there. And now look at the top right. See all that gold we're getting? But I've also got employees too, so but when it's done, it's done. Tells you what's going on. So basically that's the tier 2 setup right there. Bottom line, tier 2 setup. Without the wavetable, that's the bottom line tier 2 setup. You're going to need either 2 or 3 water pumps, at least 1 generator. You're going to need electrical cords, the thick ones for the wash plant, thin ones are for the magnetite separator and the wavetable. And that's basically the beginnings of tier 2. Now, in order to get to tier 3, let's have a look at this. So tier 3, you need a shaker, a trommel, a duplex jig, sluice box, big power generator. You need a lot of stuff to do this. An extremely large amount of stuff. So set up the wash plant, which takes forever. Turn the power generator on, set up the wavetable, load pay dirt into the wash plant, take the full bucket from the duplex jig, pour pay dirt into the wavetable, and profit. It sounds easy, but to get to that, it's a lot of money. A lot of money. So once you get to my spot, you basically want to make as most money as you can at one time. And believe me when I tell you, doing this right now, it's a lot of work, a lot of work. So you want to maximize as much as you can as of right now, because it's going to take a long time to get to tier 3. So you have two options. You can take the easy way out, which would be to go to the bank and take a huge loan out. But I don't know if you want to do that just yet, but you can. As soon as you do this, you can take a big loan out. Don't take a loan out yet. Get established where you are right now, and this is a tier 2 setup. The setup I have is tier 2, but that doesn't mean you can't run more than one of these wash plants. And that doesn't mean you have to use the mini excavator. It's up to you. If you want to go take out a loan for anything else and work this till you get to the tier 3 wash plant, you can do that. Or just go take a loan out. Get to tier 3. But the choice is up to you. You know, you get to the point where you start making money. After you make about $3,000 in profits, you can start hiring people to do work for you. That's where I'm at. I've got a couple employees. Let me show you over here. So right here, I got a couple employees. You can go on your little tablet here. Yep. On your tablet, go into workers. And then, excuse me. Everybody's unassigned. Why is everybody unassigned? Oops. Hold on, guys. Small excavator. See, the more people you hire, the more money you make. So when you're doing what I'm doing right now, you're still making money. But as of right now, that's tier 2 setup, guys. Then I'm at the tier 2 setup. Basically showed you what you gotta do at the tier 1 setup. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't have any footage, and I am not going to do any tier 1 work all over again. You start from there. You put your hose in the water over there with the filter. Run it over here. Use a water pump. If you look at the water pumps, there's ins and outs. In here, out there, make sure you got fuel in them. Green means you've got water pumping through it. Run your hose all the way down here. And that's where your parcel is. That's basically it, guys. Hope you like this video. If you got any questions, comments, let me know. But as of right now, I'm a gold digger. Proud of it. Gold digging ain't easy.